Good morning, it's Joshua coming to you. It's Thursday, the 19th of March, and last night I spent, after getting to bed quite late, and I spent a good half hour or more trying to get into the presence of the Lord in meditation. And sometimes it gets very difficult because when you focus your mind, there's all these other things come at you, but you just have to keep at it until you press through and you get to abide in God's presence. Anyway, after that I fell asleep, and the Lord woke me up early this morning, and it seems like He's been taking me on these visitations lately, and especially when I'm pressing in and getting serious with Him. And what He showed me this morning by way of His Spirit, it wasn't like He came out and audibly spoke to me, or it was more of a walkthrough scenario, like a scenario of what's coming and what it's going to feel like, and what you need to do to prepare for it. Because what I seen this morning, it's a little bit shocking. I didn't see people die and things like that. It's actually worse than that. It's this gross darkness that's coming, and how the Lord summarized it after, it must have been an hour and a half of being walked through. He said this is what it's going to be like when peace is taken away, when the rider comes forth on the white horse and peace is taken away. You can read about it, but it's nothing in comparison to actually seeing it be revealed by the Spirit of the Lord. And what I got to say is, you better double your prayer time. You better start networking, because time is shorter than what you know. If you wait to the last minute, when the sword is upon the land, you're not going to be established in what faith that you have, because you have not pressed in to stand on the Lord now. Your faith is going to be crushed. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this to put a fire underneath your feet. In these visitations, these scenarios, I've watched whole cities who tried to withstand by the faith that they had, but this shaking was so severe, it was a supernatural thing, that if you weren't strong in the Lord, your faith was crushed. It was just popped like a balloon, and it just, like the whole cities just broke up in shards, and there were just these little groups. And I can't stress enough that we are not prepared like we think we are. We've seen nothing. This economic thing is nothing compared to what's coming, because what's coming, the sword that's coming, it will manifest in the physical plane, but it's coming on a higher plane. And unless you're rooted and grounded in the Lord, and I mean spending time with your wife in prayer, start networking now Don't wait until the time comes where you have to network. You go out there with your friends, and you need to start holding meeting daily, not just on Sundays or Wednesdays. It's not going to do it. What's coming, it's not going to do it. You need to begin to network now and spend time, as did the first church when they came together daily. Because if you wait for organized religion to save you, you're going to be crushed. Whole churches are going to be crushed. Their faith is going to falter, and it's going to fall to the ground. And that's what I saw. I saw people's faith being shaken and just crumble. And without faith, without peace, without the Lord's peace in this hour, you won't be able to stand. And what's coming is such a shaking. Unless you're standing firm on the Lord, you're going to find out that you're going to find yourself without any footing. I can't stress enough. If you're playing church, if you haven't been spending the time with the Lord like you ought, you better change your ways today. Because this sword is coming upon the land. You know what more can I say? You know, it's still fresh in my mind this morning, and what the Lord was showing. You better begin now to put your full effort, your complete effort, to make the Lord first and foremost in your life. Because if you don't, you're going to be taken out in this first wave that's coming. So I would suggest, reading your word, that's a given, but spend time in meditating upon the Lord before you get up in the morning and before you fall asleep. And get into meditation so the Lord can begin to rise you up and prepare you in the Spirit. If you experienced what the Lord allowed me to experience this morning, you would be shaken too. And I know that what the Lord revealed this morning is just a tidbit, just a small indicator. It's only to the degree that we press in to know the Lord through meditation and prayer that we're going to be given the strength and for what's coming. So I'm just going to stop it here. This is video 555. I'm going to continue on. This is part of the Remnant Jesus Rising series. And I'm going to continue to make these tapes, these videos, as long as the Lord puts it in my heart and shows me to do it. I'm just telling you, you're not prepared like you think you are. And what's coming is going to be coming fast. Use the time now to get ready. And so when you look for these on YouTube, it would be under Jesus Rising, and the number will follow that. And when I finish this 10 block of vids, I'm just going to take off the 5 and continue, right? Take off the 500 and it's just continue that way, so that you'll be able to access these vids. And anyway, that's all I got to say. Don't wait till tomorrow to prepare, because today is the time to prepare. Right now is the time to get right with the Lord and to press in. And if you are spending time and pressing in with the Lord, you need to encourage others around you and network with others around you and encourage them. God's declaring war on the earth.